Hey guys, it's Donna Rudowitz of DonnaRudowitz.com and DivorceGracefully.com. And guys, I've got to tell you that I couldn't wait to come on today. Now, if you know me and if you guys been following me, you know how much I do not like Facebook Lives or putting myself on video. I much rather be behind the scenes. I much rather be talking to people over the phone. There's something about video that I've had this resistance to for so long, but since I've been doing this initiative and talking about learning to love ourselves again, the concepts and the ideas and the insights that have been flowing to me have been so powerful that I actually can't wait to get on here to share it with you guys, because I know the messages that are coming through me are, yes, they're meant for me, but more importantly, they're meant for you. And I didn't realize, and I mean this sincerely, I really did not realize how much so many of us and so many women were starving for love. And it's not even the love that another person could give to us. Yes, that's loneliness, and we may feel lonely, and we may, at times, you're desiring that ideal partner to come into your life. But the love that I'm talking about is the self-love, that we are literally starving ourselves. Ladies, we are surviving on crumbs, and that is, it's wrong on so many levels. We're giving love, and you may find this, you may give love to everybody else but yourself. Somehow, you make it to the back list. For instance, I can't tell you how many women that I will ask, if you have to make doctor's appointments for your families, is everybody in your family current on their annual physicals? And most moms will say, yep, everybody is current on their annual physicals, including our pet dog, Spotty. Spotty is up to date as well. And I will ask her, well, what about you? I'm a little behind. I didn't get this one. I'm a year behind. There's no time. And I'm here to tell you that mindset, time to go, because you are enough and you deserve love. You deserve just as much as attention as you give to others to yourself. And this is the year that you are going to prioritize yourself. And learning how to cultivate self-love is not something that comes easy. I will tell you, it's like a muscle. It's something that you'll have to do every day and exercise it and work on it. But over time, it will become autonomous into how to love yourself and how to give yourself what you need so you could function at the best you can. If you think about a magnet, if a magnet isn't magnetized, it's not going to attract anything to it. It's not going to be able to attract anything towards it. We are magnets. And if we're operating from a poverty level of love, we're not going to be attracting anything to us that we want. We may be attracting people, places, and things, but I'll tell you right now, probably not things and people that you want to be bringing towards you. But when you begin to cultivate this love for yourself, it emanates out of you and it radiates out of you. And then your magnet begins to sort of open up, and you're able to attract exactly what it is you want and the people that you want and the things that you want. It's a huge difference in your life. And if you, through divorce or through relationship problems, what ends up happening is there's years of distress and years of not feeling well and years of sadness and years of grief that you may not even know just how sad and how lacking self-love you are, because you've been in this place for so long that the normal has now become abnormal and the abnormal has become your normal. So it is your job, guys, I plead with you, it's your job to identify and take a temperature of your life and how you feel about yourself and how you treat yourself. And if you're not thinking about yourself in eyes of love, and if you feel like your magnet is not working, then it's time to fix it. And it doesn't take a lot of work, it doesn't take a lot of money, it does take time. But here's where this is the best work you will do, and it perhaps is the most rewarding work you will do. And that's beginning to look at yourself through eyes of love and not through eyes of the critic. For instance, in the past, I would have put down a brand new floor and the whole floor would have been done beautifully, and I may notice that little nick in the corner that I notice. Out of the whole entire floor, I will notice that nick in the past. Now I look at the entire floor and I've changed my thinking into seeing how beautiful it is. And I thank the floor for giving me a place to be able to stand, that I don't have to stand on concrete or the ground. And it's the same thing as we look towards ourselves. You may see flaws in yourself. You may see things changing that you don't like. This wrinkle, that roll, you may not feel comfortable. Maybe you're looking at your eyelashes and saying, or your neighbor just got the mommy makeover and now you're looking at yourself going, I could really use a mommy makeover. I'm not saying to do nice things for yourself or if that's important to you at a later date, absolutely. But what I am saying is when you're looking at yourself through critical eyes, you're chopping yourself down. And then what you end up doing is you're not loving yourself and you're acting in poverty of love for yourself. And then you begin to attract people, places, and things that will meet that energy, not what we want. If you're looking to cultivate good relationships in your life, if you're looking to cultivate things that you want to bring into your life, we need to up the energy level. We need to up the love for ourselves. And I can tell you there's nothing more peaceful and there's nothing more beautiful than going to bed at night and putting your head on the pillow, and it's just pure peace that you actually are looking forward to the morning where you could wake up and you get to yet have another day. And it's not waking up in the morning with all the grief that you have or all the things that have to be done that day because it's so overwhelming and there's so much to do and there's only one of you. It turns around, and guys, I can tell you it is beautiful and it's not hard to do. These are the little steps that I would encourage you to think about. Think about waking up every day in gratitude, just saying thank you for one thing that you're grateful for. Think about cultivating a routine and making it a ritual where you wake up 15 minutes before the whole family wakes up and you give yourself 15 minutes just to be with you and just to be, to think about yourself, to think about what's important to you, to think about life in general, to philosophize, if anything, right? Because that's where we have the quiet time, and that's where we're able to connect with our divine spirit. We're not going to connect with anything or hear any good messages through chaos. And it's taking the time for you. Even 15 minutes a day of taking quiet time is going to cultivate a level of self-love that you probably never experienced before. And understanding the concept of you are enough. And I would encourage you, take an index card and take a marker and write, you are enough. Because you are perfect exactly the way you are right now. And yes, if you would like to work on certain things, by all means do it, but don't stop doing something because you're not where you want to be, right? It's like, all right, I'm going to date when I lose 15 pounds, or I'm going to go look for that new job after I do so-and-so. No, you don't need to do that. Start living your life now. Don't wait to do something because you have to do something first. Because we don't know what our life will be here. We don't know how long we have. We don't know the people that we'll be running into. We don't know the experiences that we will experience. So if you're getting the inkling that you want to meet your partner and that you're ready to go, then let's start moving in that direction. If you say, okay, for me, it means that I'm ready to get out there and step into getting that job that I've always wanted, well, then let's move in that direction. And every day, look at yourself with eyes of love versus eyes of the critic. And that's what I want you to think about when you're looking at yourself, when you're looking at yourself in the mirror, when you're looking at yourself, when you're thinking and you're alone in the car and you're just thinking about yourself and your life. Think about it through the eyes of God, of a divine, through love versus the eyes of the critic. And I want you to think about and write down these thoughts, journal them, have your journal next to you that you could write down what you're thinking. And when the critical thoughts come to mind, write those down too. But then I want you to challenge them and ask yourself, is this really true? And the more and more you get to see where your thoughts are going and you take an inventory of what you're thinking every day, is the more and more that you can influence them in the positive, the direction, in the healthy direction. And this is not just about positive thoughts. This is actually about changing the brain chemistry in the brain and changing the way that your brain works so that you can change the way you're thinking, because anything is possible. So with that said, I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you soon. And remember, you are enough. Bye. Mwah. Love you.